We're finally here.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm trying to throw blueberries on the floor. My bananas ran off. It's been, I don't know what's going on this morning. It's craziness.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm going to cough, and then I'm going to be okay.
Well, that's good. Your oatmeal's almost finished.
Yeah, so I am having oatmeal this morning. We ran a little early today, so everything's kind of already made for me. So I have the oatmeal with the chai seed, with the hemp seed, with the AMLA or AMLA. We keep going through that. I also have the Vega organic protein, which is vegan. I also have the spirulina, bananas, and blueberries this morning, and I'm just adding a little bit of filtered water to mix it all in.
And I'm over here trying to get this to come up so I can share it on our page from the other computer over here. It's not wanting to do so.
Right.
Ah, here it is. Yay! It is going to work apparently.
Okay.
I'm very excited about that. So how was your workout, babe?
My workout was good today. I got shoulders done. I did a really good shoulder workout. Happy about that.
Oh, that's good. Did you do shoulders first?
I did shoulders first.
Okay.
And then I did triceps.
Okay.
And that also went very well. And then I did abs, or the stomach, for people who don't know what abs are. And then I also did some calves, and that's when you came over and said, "I'm Kaylee."
I was. It was cold in the gym today. Actually, maybe it was because Eric stopped me and was talking to me. One of the drawbacks of doing this RnRJourney thing is people are stopping us in the gym and talking, and I love talking about it, and then that interrupts my workout. So that's a bit of a challenge.
And that's all good. I don't think we mind that.
No, we don't. It's fun, but it does mean that I get cold. So I did get cold today. I did chest today.
Yes.
So in the TRX room, I did the bouncy ball thing that I like to do.
Right. I noticed you were gone for a while. I didn't see you, so I figured that's where you went.
I did the bouncy ball thing, and then I did some incline push-ups where you do them. I did it against a bar. You can do them against a wall, but I did mine against the bar. And then I did the throw the ball against the wall this way thing.
She likes beating up the wall.
Which isn't chest, but I did it anyway. And then I did some of the ab things that I do where I hold the Bosu. The Bosu is a half ball with a flat top, and I turn it where the ball's down, and I hold onto it, and I do some ab exercises on that. So I did that in the TRX room, and then I came in where you were in the weight room, and I did flat bench, incline bench, and some CrossFit.
So you might say you did some core workouts first, and then you went into chest.
Yeah, so I don't actually ever do abs like Russ does abs. Yeah. I do some core workouts, and I feel like I play. Like bouncing a ball does not feel like working out, but that's what I did. And
then she juggles them. She got like 20-pound balls, and she's juggling them and flipping them behind her back. It's just crazy.
That's false. That's false. I can juggle, but not 20-pound anything ever.
Right.
Maybe one day I'll juggle on here for you just to prove I can.
Only because she hasn't tried the 20-pounders.
Right. So your breakfast, you already told them.
Yeah.
I think I told you guys last week, our little immersion blender that cannot anymore. I killed it trying to blend peanut butter. So I'm going to try and make my my smoothie in a blender. This is going to be a really big smoothie. It's probably going to be enough for 2 days, but I want to go ahead and show you guys. What's the matter?
No, go ahead. I'm just looking around.
Okay, it's all good. All right. So I have some frozen fruit here. I have blueberries, mangoes, and I almost said tomatoes. They're not tomatoes. Bananas that I thawed a little bit in the microwave. So I'm going to put those in here and try not to make a complete disaster and get it all over me.
As she backs out of the...
I'm afraid it's going to splash.
Avoid the splash.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put that in here. And I'm actually not going to blend it on camera because it's going to be noisy. But I'm going to eventually I'm going to put some homemade ginger. I'm going to add a couple of clementines. Thank you, babe. I have no words today. I have some flaxseed I ground up. I have my turmeric here. I'm going to do the spirulina, the powder, the chai seeds, and then some hemp hearts, and then I'll add a little bit of oatmeal, about a third of a cup of oatmeal. I blend it first and actually create a liquid, and then I add some of the other stuff, and then I'll stir it with a spoon rather than blend it, because when I add the sunflower seeds and the pumpkin seeds, and I don't want that chewed up. I want to be able to actually chew it, not have it be like liquid.
This will probably wind up being 2 meals.
Nancy has a question. She says, "Hi guys,
Hi,
I'll
Nancy.
have to catch your response to my question later this morning."
Okay.
All right, Nancy. Thanks.
All right, Nancy.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning.
So Nancy was the one who asked us yesterday about what if your partner isn't supportive or does actively sabotage. And then today in the gym, one of the guys came, I don't know if he said it to you, but one of the guys came up to me and said, I love your guys' relationship. It's so great that you guys support each other. I'd really love to hear more about how your relationship works and how you make it work. Because, you know, because he sees us in the gym, and we're very apparently cute in the gym.
We are.
So I figured we could talk about that. Oh, hopefully it doesn't crash.
Yeah,
it
there
didn't
we go.
crash. Yay! It thought about crashing, but it didn't crash. I'm very excited about that. So anyway, that's going to be mine. And this, like I said, this is going to be a really big smoothie, and it's going to be probably 2 days worth. And I will just eat it with a spoon directly out of the blender. I don't put it in another.
There's no way to drink it, folks. It doesn't pour.
No, it doesn't pour because it's thick.
Yeah.
Because I call it a smoothie, but it's not smooth.
Nothing smooth about it.
No, because it has all this stuff in it, so it
Very
ends up
bumpy.
being something that you eat. So I'm not going to do it, like I said, on camera because it's going to be really loud, but now you know everything that'll go in there. So let's talk a little bit about what if your partner isn't supportive. And
Okay.
so I feel like
That's the coffee.
Sorry.
The coffee.
The coffee's done. I feel like that question really kind of ventures into my expertise more as a psychologist and as a coach, and the work that I do with people, more than it fits in with what we do here as far as how we eat and how we exercise in our fasting.
Right.
But because I am qualified to talk about it, I thought I would at least mention it. Yeah, can you put that on the table? I need that piece of paper. Thank you. He picked a piece of paper up off the floor and he's going to throw it away. So I do feel like this question is more about me as a psychologist than it is me as a health person, but I want to talk about it some. So there's two reasons I think that people sabotage. I use that word, and it sounds super negative, but there's two reasons that people sabotage healthy lifestyles in their partners. One is because they don't want to change the way their current life works. So if your partner's used to you cooking unhealthy food or whatever, then it's more challenging. Good morning, Sophie.
Hey, Sophie.
It's more challenging for them if they're not on the bandwagon of saying, hey, we're going to change our lifestyle. As Russ and I talked, it's a big learning curve, and you have to really work at what do we eat now. And if your partner wants to continue to eat junk and you want to eat healthy, I've told you, we don't have chocolate chip cookies in the house because guess what? If they're here, I'm eating them. I like chocolate chip cookies. And if Russ was adamant that he wanted them and they were in the house, that would be a challenge for me. Right. So that's one reason that you see sabotage, is because the partner really feels like they want to not have to change. So, and that's a conversation between you and your partner, and that's a relationship issue, and I cannot address that in a generic way here on RnRJourney. The other reason that this is very juicy, other people that a relationship partner might sabotage is because in American culture, food is seen as something you do that's success. Yeah, I guess this is okay to eat. And so it brings happiness. So you might give someone chocolate because it makes them happy. Well, yes, it does. It releases dopamine, but that isn't good for the diet. It isn't good for the lifestyle. Good morning, Sean. It's good to see you from Kuala Lumpur. I guess good evening to you.
Good evening, right, exactly.
So I think it's a conversation you have to have with your partner. And people have said to me, well, how do I start that conversation? I would start it by saying, hey, I'm trying to be healthy and I feel like I'm not getting support, or it's being actively sabotaged. What's going on? Why are we doing that? How can we fix it? And that is something that I think I can't address here generically, because that's about you and your partner. So what are your thoughts? Like, I know you're not a psychologist, you don't have the background I do, but what are your thoughts about relationships where one is healthy and the other isn't?
Well, I guess that I also think it talks to willpower too. I've been in relationships, yes, prior to you, but I've been in relationships where, because I've been doing this for, let's just say a long time. And I've been in relationships where the partner wasn't supportive, but I've had the willpower to say, fine, it's your life. You eat the way you want to. I'm going to eat the way I want to. Folks, when I was competing and I'd go to a restaurant out to eat with a girlfriend at the time, how I would order would be, and I was eating chicken back then mostly, and I'd say, I want chicken. I want it dry. If it comes back and it's shiny, meaning they use butter or something on it, I will send it back. I want a baked potato. It needs to be dry. Bring me some red wine vinegar. And I want steamed vegetables. And it didn't matter what restaurant I went to. It was kind of like that type of ordering process. So I had very strong will when it came to I knew what I wanted to do, and I was determined to do it.
Now, I know you've also told me you had a girlfriend in the past who really felt like, oh, the gym is more important to you than I am.
Yes.
Guess what? That relationship didn't work.
I was a different person then because I was, I want to say a lughead, bodybuilding, nothing else matters in the world.
I pick things up and put things down.
Exactly. Pretty much that was the extent of it. And I probably said, and I'm not proud of it, but at the time I probably said, you know what? The gym was here before you. The gym will be here after you. So,
yeah.
Like I said, I'm not that person anymore, but I had tunnel vision. I wanted to be a professional bodybuilder. So I spent 5 hours a day in the gym working out. Plus I was a personal trainer. Plus I'd have to spend another hour or two at night doing a posing routine to get ready for a show. So that was my world, and it was very egocentric,
Yeah. So I think if your partner isn't supportive, I think that's a conversation you need to have with your partner. And is it an easy one? No. And if you have other issues in your relationship that make communication difficult, this is going to be a tough conversation. And I think that's a conversation that you have to have. And can I help facilitate it as a coach? Yes. Can I fix it by having a conversation with you here on RnRJourney? No, because it's unique to you. The question is, what's going on with your partner? Why do they not want to be healthier? What are their blocks about it? Is it that they don't understand how it works? Go ahead.
I guess I feel as an amateur at this that the person who's not supportive has some kind of fear or phobia that, well, you're going to get in better shape, you're going to look better, you're going to go off, and you're going to
leave.
You're going to leave me, or something like that. And
yeah. Thank you, Sean.
And I think that it's up to you, if you're the person trying to do the diet, to be supportive in a way that says, no, I'm not going anywhere, or whatever it takes to get the other person to understand that this is all about health. Come with me,
let's do it together.
Start slow, or maybe you bring your partner in very slowly. Says, don't do that, but maybe just, I don't know, one meal you don't have meat, or you
protein,
don't, or animal protein, or maybe you start doing a 10-minute walk, and maybe that becomes a half-hour walk. I mean, I think when you force somebody to try to do everything 100% right away,
you can't.
It's tough.
Yeah, you really can't. And I think we are fortunate in that we were health nuts before we met each other, and so
I was always nuts, then got healthy. What?
Why are you so strange?
I don't know.
Why can't you be normal like me?
Oh, no. It's not in my DNA.
I think that, you have to have that conversation, and you have to say to someone, I need your support, and what does this look like, and how do we do that? And I can't answer that question because I don't know what the answers are. So if you don't have a supportive partner, I would start by asking the question, are they actively sabotaging you because they don't want you to be healthy, or are they actively sabotaging you because they feel like food equals happiness? And I think that I've seen that. I've seen people who feel like success means going out and having these extravagant dinners that are full of sauces and alcohol and desserts and all of those things, which are wonderful, and yay, if you have the opportunity to do that for a special occasion, do that and enjoy it and don't feel guilty about it. But if you have a special occasion twice a week,
or 3 times a week,
that
or
requires
more,
that kind of eating, then that's a different problem, and that's a conversation that you need to have of what does it mean, because we have to get, as Americans especially, we have to figure out how to get away from food equaling happiness and food becoming a fuel thing. And that doesn't mean it can't be yummy. It can. I eat yummy stuff all the time. But I think that it may be one of the problems when it comes to not supportive or, actively sabotaging. And then you've got a different problem if your relationship has contempt in it. And as a psychologist, I've seen the studies. If your relationship has contempt in it, your relationship is not working.
It's toxic.
It's toxic. It's not working. And contempt means things like, I don't know why you're trying another diet. It's never going to work for you. You always fail at this. How come you're bothering? Yeah. I can't believe you're making us do this again. That's contempt, and that's toxic. And that is a huge relationship problem. That is so much more than healthy lifestyle problem.
This is all way over my head, folks. It's on.
So if you need that kind of support, can I do that as a coach and in the work that I do? Yes, absolutely. I can't, like I said, I can't do it here in a generic
It's an individual thing. It's not a.
It's about your relationship and the challenge that you're having and what it takes for you to remove toxicity from your life and create the healthy life and the happily ever after you deserve.
Right. I think the other side of the coin too would be if you're trying to be healthy, you're starting to eat better, and you then in turn pick on your partner. What they're eating, what they're doing. They're lazy. They're not working out. That's going to kill you. Don't eat that. That's also not good either.
No, that's not a healthy relationship.
If you decide to do this and you're doing it alone, then you have to understand it's an individual journey, and it's you have to be supportive of your partner as well as your partner has to be supportive of you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I don't know if that really answers the question. I know it's tough, but I would encourage you, regardless of whether you have a supportive partner or not, to do as much as you can to try and, because it's about your health and your longevity and the people who love you, partner or otherwise, wanting you to be around as long as you can. So,
right. I had somebody yesterday think I was roughly 17 years younger than I am.
Yeah, 17 years younger.
So, that's good stuff. That helps you sleep at night,
That's nice when somebody says that. Right. Although it makes you feel bad for them because he was like, I can't believe you're only 5 years younger than me.
Right. Yes, exactly.
So, absolutely. So yeah, if you have specific questions that you'd like to ask about dealing with a non-supportive or a partner that's actively sabotaging, I'd encourage you either write them here in the comments. I will come back and look at them. Or send me a message, and if it's something that I feel like we can answer here on a live video that would be helpful to a greater audience, I'm more than happy to address those as we move forward.
Right.
And if you're interested in hearing the story about how Russ and I met, definitely let us know. I keep telling Russ we need to tell people that story because it's a funny story, and he's like, that's personal, nobody cares. I bet you guys do care. So if you're interested in hearing that story on here, definitely let me know. And we'll share that. So thanks so much for being here. Thanks. Russ's breakfast is done, and I'm going to actually blend mine here. So we're going to run.
And we're going to say, eat food, not too much, mostly plants. Enjoy your day, folks.
Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Where's my mouse? Oh, here it is.